I think, when we were talking about Los Corridos in that last game,
Mm-hmm.
definitely surprising us, taking out Team Intel, taking out a lot of our squads. But we're joining on board once again with Third Impact, who are currently in the lead, but not by much. Razor and CLG. Did they just get into a fist fight?
Oh.
I think they did. They just dropped on top of each other and just meleeed it
Yeah,
out as
they
CLG
fought in the tunnel,
ultimately
I
win
guess.
that one. Yeah, someone brought a gun to that fist fight, by the way, and I think it might have been
It was
Madness
a
who had like a
yeah, it was a
Re-45 or something.
P2020. I think it was a P2020.
P2020. Oh man, I really hope that the LTM that we had, where like every spot was like high loot, does make its way into standard play. I think dropping with the Mozambique at the very least feels better, and then removing that loot pool from the loot pool. How do you feel about just bringing the LTM to standard play?
Yeah, it helps a lot with rank, anything, with just a better loot overall. If it's during for comp, you can literally just walk out with a blue or higher armor, so you don't need to worry about white armors. But yeah, I agree. It's the best LTM for Apex right now.
Did you see that gold cargo bot? He's just looking at it. It's like, oh, gold sniper mag. This is exactly what I wanted. Third Impact on the move, though. They do have a lot of pings going down right now as they're making their way out of Epicenter here. Players still in Refinery, and so they are a little bit split up. As you can see, Ziki is still down in Epicenter proper, and then you have Jazz that is playing out of Refinery for now. A lot of pings going over to Survey Camp. They did find some kills there, I believe, in the last game, and it's all up to Balangi to keep an eye on it for the time being. But again, it's going to be a slow early game. TSM now slowly making their way out of Fragment East, just looting up. And this is honestly very slow in terms of what TSM generally do, getting out of Frag
Yeah, with
East. But
rotation.
looks like they are, yeah, so it looks like they're just full committing for the edge.
Yeah, it looks like they're just taking their time, getting as much loot as they can, and just look for the edge fights.
We're on board with MPL, though, coming out of Lava Fissure right now. The ring is pulling over to the east. We haven't taken a look at the map quite yet. And they do have the Bloodhound, so they might have the ring information for us. There's a blue armor on the ground, which means that someone picked up a purple. We'll see. Ronnie gets that one. Yeah, full blue armor as well. And so they at least know that there's one purple on the other side of quite possibly this fight. Bambino setting up the crossfire now, pushing up. They do have Ronnie and Dracos there on the on the west of this as well, but it looks like it's a looting path for them for the time being. 20 seconds to go before the ring starts closing in. Here's Team Cheese in a fight over at Geyser, made their move on up. Prodigy Aces is taking a lot of damage, but they forced out the bubble. They back up to really just try and play this building. Looks like it will be going over to Geyser. Could possibly pull up towards No Name. I'd like to take a better look at the map to know exactly where this one's going.
If it's I feel like it's gonna pull towards Geyser 100%.
Yeah, this is looking like, for all intents and purposes, possibly a Geyser. There is that 50-50 chance of it going to No Name, but every team right now committing for that Geyser play. Bambino goes on back as another team is starting to push out from that tunnel connector towards No Name. And they want full control of this building, and so they will just go ahead and elect to slow play this for the time being. G7 Scout Mastiff for ASCII, as Rice Krispies were in the area. So they were able to make their way here as well. Casper, still sitting on that white armor, has not done any damage yet to work his way on up with it, but he will have the opportunity with that G7 Scout. He's got the white mag on it as well, so we'll see.
Stunny's going for a portal play, maybe a kidnap.
Oh, Stunny going in. Here's the scan as well to try and help him out with it. But it's not set up beautifully for that. The inescapable portal play, it was still on the ground. Right now, though, Casper will go ahead and back up as they do have 2 levels to play up off of this. Big fight taking place. Intel over by, it looks like maybe they're making a push onto Uzako and company, chasing after them. Uzako's already gotten 2 knocks. 6 is down to 20 HP, and he will fall. And Los Corritos end up taking them out again, 2 games in a row.
And you see Hierarch with the hammer points once again. I guess he does. That's his main item, main gun.
Oh boy, Absolute Monarchy. They got the first knock on this fight, I believe. They took Flanker down first, so it's already a 2v3 in their favor right now. Fat Fruit Ninja gonna heal up because, of course, this is just a slow fight for them. They do have to be careful. At some point, I imagine Rockstar, maybe even CLG will come in for the third party. They go trying to take a fight, but the high ground is maintained by Team Liquid on the other side. Fat Fruit Ninja looking to try and make the flank here, creeping up now behind them. They are on top of the train carts right now, as he does get spotted out. So the jig is up for him, but the rest of his squad is starting to push up as well, as he will back up off of this for now. Defensive bombardment has been used to try and slow things down. Now Rayleigh has that gold armor once again to heal up. Now it's going to be a roof fight here. All up to Rayleigh, goes in for the first swing. Does some damage, but not enough quite yet. There we go. That's the kind of damage you're looking for. Now they are looking to commit onto this fight. They've opened it up as they have split up the squad as well. But this fight is taking so long, son.
Yeah, with the rooftop with the bunch of windows, it's such a hard push for them, and it makes it so much easier for Liquid to hold it down because they have one way up there just to climb up.
Yeah, you can see where that bubble is. That's how you get up, and they get the knock on to Lifty, bringing this down to a 2v2. They're going to be able to heal up as well. The port is going to be used because the banner is just about to expire. He picks that one up. They do get out of this one, so it might be a full disengage from either side. See how hard they engage, and yep, you go in on that as he drops down instantly. He needs the help though, as he's dropped down low. Rayleigh in the 1v1 now as he's chasing after him, does a lot of damage, pulls out that triple take and gets a full connect to the body with it, and Team Liquid win it out in the 3v2.
That rooftop, man, it's so many angles for Team Liquid to get those picks, get those sprays. It's such a hard push for AM to push on that. Even with the give.
Now we do have third impact, finally finding a fight here, making their way on out from Overlook, moving to the south side of this ring. They've got his team stuck inside the car for now, as Zicky with a beautiful crossfire, but the third party from No Name forces him back. The charge rifle almost getting a full connect onto him for now. This is going to be forced to bat. We do have the defensive bombardment going down, as they're going to go ahead and throw in the arc stars and nades and everything. Full bombardment. Here's Los Carritos going in. They have full committed onto basically the pub stomp play here. Hammer Point Hyarka with the P2020 in the fear into and Cracked goes down and gets finished off. And you know, if it works, it works.
It's just scary. Yes, this comp is just full sent. It's hard to counter. I can say that.
Yeah, you've got the jump pads to immediately take advantage of that totem as well, and ultimately when you have an extra 300 HP to fight off of, that's what you're really getting off of that Revenant totem. As now they're sitting pretty. They've got 2 purple armors, the gold armor on Brit Marie right now. They've got the pings going down over to sorting. I wonder what that's all about. Hyarka keeping an eye on Geyser. As you can see, every team is actually in there, and the poll is up towards No Name.
Wow, I wasn't expecting that at all. Look how many teams are in Geyser.
Yeah, so teams that I'm looking at, it's going to be TSM along with Charlotte Phoenix right now. They're controlling the 2 main chokes to get out of Geyser. Those are the 2 squads that should be looking to get as many kill points as possible in the mid game, as long as they can hold down their positions. TSM not quite running the composition you want to be able to hold here, but this is a really strong position, and of course with their gunplay, they should be able to do it. $16 squads remaining, 45 players missing. So some teams are damaged right now, as TSM keeping an eye on No Name. And, you know, it doesn't look like they have the ring information. I'm just hoping that maybe it does pull down into Geyser and those teams are forced to fight. But they're not going to find anything on that side of the map. Where they need to focus is over here on Geyser right now. Team Cheez It don't know that it's pulling away. They will find out in about a minute and a half as ring number 2 starts closing up. All these squads are going to be extremely disappointed when they see the next ring revealed.
Yeah, with TSM, I feel like they assume it's a geyser pool as well. That's why they have two watching the no name entrance instead of the other side.
We have a minute now as the ring closes, and that's when everyone's gonna take a look at the ring and be like, "What the hell is that?" But here's Joey Blackout. He has control over this building, of course, playing on that caustic. He has all the barrels out. He's got beautiful 30-30 repeater setup as well, giving him 12 shots overall. Here's Applejacks, one of the teams controlling another choke to try and get out of Geyser. But this is a pretty far run, having to go all the way west now. And Applejacks will be happy with this position. They've got a composition that can hold this one down. You got the Bloodhound to watch your back with the scans, but they have pings down. There's a full team in front of them over in those blue bins right now. This is a scary position to be in. Rolders has to be on point with these scans, and luckily for him, he will have the Beast of the Hunt.
And you do see that team is shooting them in the back right there on the mountain, trying to grief the teams in the middle.
Arcstar comes out to force them out of the angle, forcing the bubble as well. We'll see. Does Duplex have the ultimate to throw down after this? The other team realizes as well that that maybe it might be a full send coming in soon. So Applejacks now are forced back for a moment. They do have the Beast of the Hunt. The scan comes out as it is the push out from this squad. The Bloodhound almost getting cracked there, almost going down. Duplex is able to get the knock on to Dracos. Aves is dropped down low as well as he will fall back. Here comes the nades though, and a defensive bombardment now finally being used here. They're not gonna have the bubble. Bambino has to back away and Dracos will fall. Applejacks push this team out as, oh boy, Aqualix and company, Los Corritos take out Team Liquid. Back on board with Applejacks, who, like I said, had to worry about their back. It's all up to Rolders with these scans, and he's been doing a great job. The Beast of the Hunt just ending there, but his scans proved invaluable throughout all of that time. Rice Krispie Treats tried to make the push out. As soon as we saw that ring pull away from Geyser, teams were looking for it, and that's why we were talking about these chokes. These 3 chokes to play are so important.
Yeah, this choke especially is such a hard uphill high ground. It's such a hard pull choke to even push, even whatever comp you have. It's such a hard push.
Yeah, like you have to commit all of your cooldowns just to get up, and then when you have to start fighting, then you have nothing. Here we go, our TomCat rat cam. It's gonna be E-Rat Ronnie once again, as he sees every team around him right now. It's TSM though. They have lost out on one. Lou was able to get the knock onto Imperial Howl. Yeah, the Kraber. Seeing the petitions from a lot of players remove it from comp play because of players like Lou. Howl is getting rezzed up though, and so he is back into things right now as Reps has to go for that peak because Howl is still... Yeah, the bubble is there for him to heal up now, and Lou does go down as he tried to get aggressive on this. So the tables have been turned on CLG. TSM now playing the T1 position up here on the rocks are really happy to have pushed out from that tunnel. Imperial Howl healing up slowly as well, and again, he has his passive to work off of. But are they just out of armor or something? Reps hasn't healed quite yet, but we do have another team ahead of them right now, as you can see. Snip3down is trying to find the angle. He spots out too. He's got the Spitfire. He could lay into them, sliding down, forcing them all the way back to the car. Great scan from Snip3down there, realizing that, yeah, there is a third party. They can come in. Does not get over aggressive. He wanted to, you can see, was ready to slide down. Applejacks now in position. They have moved out of their choke, have made their way over to the respawn beacon over by No Name. And a golden sniper ahead of you, but he's also got the golden mag on that Volt, and so he can swap up weapons pretty quickly there. And really have almost no downtime with the automatic reload. 13 squads remaining, 35 players left here in the 4th zone right now as the ring continues to pull over now. TSM in one of the best positions for this ring.
And you can see there's only 2 buildings in No Name
Yeah, 2 buildings left in No Name. What's that? The Dorito building, and then is that the 2-story building left?
The smallest 2-story building. Yep.
And so, yeah, not too much to play around the Dorito building. The 2-story, though, maybe, 2 teams can hold position, but that's 3 teams out of the 13 squads we have left here. Team Cheez-It have full committed on to this side right now, fighting it out over by Geyser, but they have taken so much damage, handing out the extra heals as well. Prodigy Ace is the only healthy member on his squad right now. Ronnie does go down to 303 as Los Carritos are coming in for the third party up against Team Pringles. There it is. Joey Blackout goes down and the silences are coming in from that Revenant. It's going to be the full send as Rakanishu is the only one still alive. Britt Marie was able to take out Prodigy Aces, and here comes the push from the Revenant squad right now. You still have to clear that ultimate for him as well. And Rakanishu, he's hitting basically the bottom of the barrel, has nothing left. Armor swap to keep him healthy at this point, as it looks like the full push is coming out now from this squad. Xako does go down, but they will survive for now, and here comes the res. With 10 seconds left to go, they need to move instantly.
There's another team holding them out as well.
Yeah, it's Team Pop-Tarts on the other side of this one. Here we go, the mad scramble for the rush, but again, both teams are being pressured by the zone now. Luckily, though, Hierarcha, once again, the hammer points really connecting there, and it's all up to Stomps. He's taking a lot of damage. We'll try and sneak in behind them as he's got the EVA 8 out, doing a lot of damage, but he will fall, and Los Carritos survive, but they still have a long trek through this tunnel. Xako has no HP left, and I think they already used the jump pad as well. Now here comes 303 making their move. You don't get to see this often, but the Pathfinder zipline allowing them to have the high ground control on this building. Teams flooding out of that train tunnel. The arcs are making its way into that dome as well, doing some damage. But 303 are safe for the time being. The ring will continue to pull into No Name, actually. Charlotte Phoenix alive. Imperial Hell got the knock onto Bronzy, but the fast res is there. And TSM, just gonna lay into them, snipe down with that. Spitfire will get the re-knock, and they do finish them off, it looks like. Pride still alive for Charlotte Phoenix, and he was able to rat it out a number of times yesterday as big fight. 303, third impact, all involved in this one. Never mind. Pride does get the res onto Mercy, brings them back into this one for now, so they'll be fighting out as a duo. TSM are right there with the pings on top of them as well.
Yeah, and with how only having 18 bullets left in his gun.
Ooh, Madness tried to go for a cheeky peek there. Vax coming in. It was just a duo of CLG getting finished off, and Applejack's now left to recover with 20 seconds left to go. Doesn't look like any team is ready to try and punish them. 6 squads left. Charlotte Phoenix down to a duo. We have another squad that's a duo. It's like Rockstar losing out on Crummy. I believe now it's just the duo for them. There it is. At this point, Rockstar on the roof were able to force 303 off, and that's what happened. And so they are up here. And this is going to be difficult for them to really play off of. They do have Matt Pickett on that Caustic, so they do have some cover that they can try and throw down, but instead they go for the full commit onto the low ground, getting rid of Charlotte Phoenix with the help of TSM. Now they put themselves in a vulnerable spot. As you can see, Tech taking a lot of damage. He's throwing down the barrels for the extra cover, throwing down the wall of barrels so they can play off of this for now. Here's Applejacks coming in from the north side. They have pushed onto the fence. Duplex taking a lot of damage. He will fall. Rolders needs to heal up as well. Tech has gone down. Third impact. Can they do it for a second game? They still have to contest with TSM, and Third Impact are just fighting this out as a duo. TSM, one of the healthiest teams in the lobbies right now. As Third Impact are trying to pick up these kills with a minute left to go. Team Rockstar knocked out, down to the 3 squads remaining. It's a 3v3v2. Flashpoint still alive throughout all of this. They have not made a peep. They have been stuck inside, it looks like, and now moved their way underneath the Dorito building. And TSM are playing out from the outside. We'll see if they can try and finesse that magic Flashpoint like they did in game number 2.
Yeah, with TSM, with the high ground, being able to have all these angles, punishing everyone they see. They have no room to TSM has every room to play on right now, trapping everyone on
As you
that
can see-
one building.
Yeah, that's the important part, right? Last time around, it was okay for Flashpoint because they were able to move later. Right now, though, they are forced to move at the same time as the team above them, as Oi Senpai is forced to hit up that Phoenix kit for the time being. 15 seconds before the zone starts closing in. Now, it's about
And
these two
Vinny with
squads
no
stuck inside
bubble,
Dorito.
no Gibby ult.
No bubble, no Gibby ult, 25% off of that. See if there's a Miracle Ultimate Excel maybe to go down for themselves to try and throw down. Third Impact have used that port into the center of the zone for themselves, so this is going to be a late walkout for them. Do Flashpoint have it? No, Flashpoint actually used their portal just beforehand when they were getting sprayed down by TSM. Ultimate Excel is there for Mini. Surprisingly enough, they're going to use it there, and they will commit onto that one. So who do you throw it down on? Do you throw it down on top of you, or do you throw it down on top of TSM?
I feel like I would throw it towards TSM, try to get a good spot for him to play on. With TSM being able to hold it out, I feel like you just have to go for the kills on TSM.
Now, right now, TSM in the holding pattern. Defensive bombardment is going down. They back up. Flashpoint are full committing onto third impact, taking them out. We are now down to the top two squads. That's going to be the kill points, along with the 2 additional points going over the Flashpoint. But the length of this defensive bombardment is taking too long. TSM have not been able to re-engage on them quite yet, but Mini hasn't healed up as well. They're still playing off the fences for now. The scan comes out for Oi Senpai. Mini's the first one to fall. We said he had no armor. Oi Senpai will go down. Now it's all up to Kupski. TSM bide their time, and they take game number 3.